Greetings, everybody. My name is Noctflame, and today we're back on the Mystical Misadventures 2 server, which is another one of my mod packs, currently out for 1.18.2. Yeah, just been taking some stuff down to get my shops stocked up a little bit here. Doing a little back and forth thing. Got my practitioner's pouch that I've been using as my quick travel. A lot of stuff done since the last time I streamed on this pack. In fact, I'd probably have to go back and look at the last stream from this pack to see what kind of a state I was in with things. But the PC issues I had a couple months back, or about a month and a half ago, meant that I couldn't really stream Minecraft for a bit there. But the laptop was barely able to play Misadventures even. Grab this chalk back. But I was able to get on and do quite a bit through, patience and perseverance, because it was a lot of struggle in trying to stay connected, and then incredibly long load times and wait times trying to get back in, things like that. So, right about there. Yeah. Gotta be particular. It's very particular about the spacing it needs to be able to set off the rituals. So, as it is, I've been just kind of down here, like I said, refilling some of my shops. This one I'm selling 8 egg sandwiches for 5 credits each. Great thing for new folks. Speaking of, I know we had somebody new come on the server recently. I just wasn't sure if they'd been here to my shop yet. The reason I was wondering if they'd been here is because I do have linkage from here to spawn, which the portal there will bring you back up to this. And if you come off the side over here, there's a chunk down there that's been unclaimed for people to use for the rituals of return, so they can get out away from spawn if they need to get back to their own base. And that portal that's down there is actually a linkage to my shop directly. But yeah, we got not much, too much has changed here around spawn, except for, well, the amount of stuff that's available here in the free take chests. They yes, did discover as well that I don't know if I discovered this during the last set of streams or anything, but purple portal in the hub has a space dedicated to oh yes, purple portal in the hub. I should actually take that sign down because we have a dedicated space for that off to the side here now. But yeah, rituals and claims of other players get interrupted and explode. I at one point tried to do a ritual of return here in spawn, right at this spot, in fact, and it blew a hole in the floor. Because, well, I don't have permission to place things in it. The ritual force placed and then exploded because the runes got broken. So, yeah, there's also, I think we had the linkage to the end before, during the last set of streams I did. This will take you to the end portal. There we go. Drops you in this nice little box room with the world spawn portal right there and a door to get out and sign that points you around the corner to the end portal. And then, of course, a extra end portal frame bit there for activating dimensional door key or dimensional dungeon keys, and a set of beds to set your spawn at if you need to, or if you would like to before entering the end. Note that I did not place any of them directly under the portal. Didn't want anybody getting trapped. That would be bad. Also, over this way, there's a loot chest and the original path I took to get down here into the stronghold. Yeah, my portal brought me right into here. I dug down, I came in, I started looking around and found the portal right there. You can't get much closer, too much closer than that when you're purling around trying to find the stronghold. So, Yeah, you can't place things because it does temporarily place things, but the moment the protection plate kicks in and stops the placement, it actually blows it up. So, yeah. And hey, Dark, how's it going? Thanks for popping by. But yeah, there's a couple other things I did. When I initially set up these shops, I accidentally had them selling music discs. Had not meant to have them selling music discs, meant to have them buying music discs. So they are all doing so now, including the extra music discs from the mod added by mods. The I don't even remember which one that is. That is Monkey Warhol Magnum from Meet Your Fight. Okay, and then the Construct Dance Mix from Mana and Artifice. Yes, some jerk could use that to grief people, unfortunately. Um, I do have the rules signs all over the exits from World Swan here, reminding people, you know, don't be a jerk. It includes, but not limited to, theft, griefing, unagreed PvP, and use of ritual pouches in others' claimed areas. That's actually part of the rule, part of the explanation of don't be a jerk now. So, as I said, coming down here to cast for ritual return without exploding things, have a nice little convenient layout for it right there, and the portal back to my shop here. But there's a few things here. I did manage to make some mega torches. Made a lot of mega torches. Used quite a few of them myself, and put some extras up for sale. Have some demonic goods going to be putting in here. I've got one up so far. Demonic goods being those made that only members of the demon faction for mana and artifice can make. Um, got food options, of course. Super cheap food options, decently cheap food options, and really good, tasty, cheap food options. If I grab my ritual pouch out, select that one, that's my ritual to get home. Like I said, really kind of particular about where it wants to place. And in here, bloop, right back up to my return to teleport destination block here in my house. So, go ahead and watch that last lone sandwich. You see I've got create actually automated now rather than running around with a single hand crank to whatever system I need to set up to run. Got a few things automated there. A nice windmill up on the roof. Have a drain pumping out here to pump out potion of harming to fill up a tank so that I can make gunpowder. Because gunpowder has been a huge need for me of late, especially in this pack. Let's see, do I have? I think I might have a couple. Oh yes. So this firework rocket with small white ball that goes off the screen is actually made with 79 small ball whites because creates mechanical crafters can go up to 9 by 9 and it counts as a single crafting grid and can make firework rockets. So you put a piece of paper, a piece of gunpowder, and fill the rest of it with firework stars of whatever sort you want, and you get these absolutely ridiculous, damaging firework rockets that can be shot out of crossbows. Yes, I haven't shot one off yet for the stream, but I could totally do that right now. That in the off. Oh, hey, look, volunteers. Eat pulsar zombies. Yes, it killed all three of them at once. Just instant death, and it's there. That much of a pulse pulse effect until it's done. Yes, I refer to those as my pulsar rockets now because of that effect. Oh. So I figured out what causes the seeds to pop like that, or the stems to pop, when they've got no tilled soil left under them, and there's a block update adjacent to them that's not their fruit being popped off. It makes them pop up and leave the ground there. go ahead and replant those. Hey, buddy. Mr. Tree Chopper guy here that I had set up and running for a while is done with his work for the time being. I don't remember. Okay, he was last running oak saplings, but I took all of the oak saplings out of here and left him with nothing planted, specifically because he was starting to overflow my storage system with oak wood and oak drops. The Fluffy Puff dude, my guy here planting and running my fluffy farm, is of course doing his job. Every time I log in, I've got to come and empty this chest. Most of the time it's not quite full, but if I leave it for more than a day, it's definitely full and he's got nothing left planted, so I just leave some seeds in there. And he takes care of getting the farm restarted for me. But yeah, you can see the seeds that I've got in here now, which I think was I able to compost those? No, that's right. Compact them into seed oil, which I haven't been doing yet. So there's a good idea, you know, of what I've been getting for fluffies. Usually I just turn them into feathers, like so. Like the fluffy feathers. And then these just get tossed right back up into the crafting grid to turn into regular feathers. And they get stored over here until I need them for whatever. Usually been burning them into essences for primal magic. Speaking of primal magic, as you can see, I've got everything. I've got finally found the hallowed essence. Finally able to discover that. Got all the way up to creating, crafting, and calcinating for clusters. I've got my heavenly fonts, 2 sets, so that I can charge things twice as fast. I've got my ritual set up here for doing all the ritual-y things that I needed to do for primal magic. I figured out finally the proper usage of the disenchanter. These Eldrin conduits, the lesser Eldrin conduits, have to have at least 6 spaces between them and any other lesser Eldrin conduit. And then this thing needs fire and air stuff, so opposite sides of it work just fine. And then what happens here is I grab, let's see, what do we got? Soul speed, regrowth. I don't know what regrowth is. Sharpness 5 on breaking 3. That sounds like a good one, or 4, right? Yeah, sharp 4 on breaking 3. So we throw you in. We grab these projection runes. We grab 2 of them because there's 2 enchants on here. You throw in a projection rune, and as long as you've got the XP requirement, which is 100 XP points, doesn't take full levels, it just takes the point value, so it doesn't matter what level you're at, it's only going to take 100 points of experience from you. Click the button, it starts doing its thing, gets some nice cool animations, because Mana and Artifice is full of cool animations, and there we go, pulls one of the runes or enchantments off randomly. So then we do the next one. There's Unbreaking 3. This will give me a projection, sharpness 4. And there we go. And then I have a gold sword that I can take, and normally I would throw it through like a furnace to melt it down, or even over here at the Rune Forge, where I've got it set up for doubling to get 2 nuggets out of it. But then I had another person that's been playing on the server here lately, Delaculo. She pointed out to me the fact that we have silent gear, so I can toss it into the salvager, and because it's full durability, I get all the materials back. Hence why I have a bunch of stuff in here already. And there we go. See? 2 ingots and a stick. And then I can just throw that all back into the system. Let's see, do I have anything that's going to need unbreaking on it? I don't think I do. I think everything I've got that I use regularly has Unbreaking 3, except for this hell. So, to apply the enchantments, what's this one? Yes? Yeah. You slap them on the runic anvil, grab your runesmith's hammer, and smack away. Yes, craftable feathers. And there we go. We can see it's now enchanted. It now has Unbreaking 3 on it. The runesmith hammer also tossed into the rune forge here with the cyan crystals for repair. And then back in the table. So the rune forges with the crystals on the sides. The doubling effect can be obtained from red, orange, or yellow crystals on the pedestals, and the repair effect can be obtained from white, light blue, blue, or cyan crystals on the pedestals, which I think is kind of cool. And then the one I've got over here doubling, I also have slapped a brimstone charm onto, so it works twice as fast as it normally would. Currently, as you can see, I've got it cooking eggs for my egg sandwiches. A lot of stuff here with the workstation for the magic stations. I like the fact that they all link together. You slap them down side by side and they just multi-block together like this to look really cool. See, this is the study desk. You'll find journal pages, or torn journal pages I think they're called, with knowledge about various spell parts out in the world as you discover things. You can throw them in here, spend your 100 XP, and learn about that spell in the manner of making progress toward roting it. Now, this even works, as you can see here, for things that you're not normally able to access due to faction restrictions. I have rote progress toward Briarthorn Barrier and Decoy, which are faith components, because of torn journal pages. I'm a demon. I can't normally learn those spells. I also can't learn Arcane Damage, or Eldrin Flight, or Confuse. Also not able to learn Mind Vision, or Recall, or Shield. But torn journal pages allow me to, as long as I get, that looks like about a quarter to about 25% of the progress. So I'm guessing if I get 4 torn journal pages for each thing, then I can learn them all. As you can see, though, I haven't really gotten more for anything that's not my my faction spells. I haven't really got more than 1 journal page for any of them. So there are quite a few things, though, you'll see that I do have rote, like Wrath is completely rote. Beam is almost there. Transplace was a journal page, Strength was a journal page. Let's see, what else? Yeah, I think everything I've used for my spells so far. Oh, Summon Stonecutter. No, that was journal pages. That was 2 journal pages. That's right. So, yeah, so that's 50% done. Just need to get another couple and I'll get that one done without having to actually make the spell myself. Still got my construct gantry over here. Yes, I had to find the lock. Like the one probe would tell me what it was. I've been to the end. I've defeated the Ender Dragon. I have the Dragon Egg. I've even got a couple of Nether Stars from Wither defeats. Got some Netherite from poking around in the Nether. And from the loot bags, the smithy bags. Smelter's Party bags will occasionally, very rarely, give you ancient debris scraps. I finally managed to get all of the crystals from Silent Gems, as well as all of the glow roses. I went ahead and made one of each candle just to have them so that I could have the drawer space dedicated for them if I needed. A bunch of dyes. Got all the primal magic arrows. Got a bunch of their marbles and stuff in here. You can see I've got coral running up here. Oh, speaking of, 8. Yeah, it's 8 stacks out, and that drawer's already got another 4 stacks plus in it. Empty that one. Oh, there's another full stack there. So, yeah, I have a bonsai pot over here that is growing coral. I have another one right here that's growing chorus for ender pearls. And I've got another one over here that I've been using to grow various trees. It's got the beehive in it right now because I was trying to get a load of apples from it. But right now, I'm just going to go ahead and dump all that coral into the diamond backpack, let it start calcinating and burning into goodies for primal magic. You can see I've been doing it quite a bit. I've got 98,000 earth dusts, 78,000 hallowed dust. That's just from because I had a hallowed tree or hallowed sapling running in there for a while too. So and I was running the saplings and logs through the calcinator. But I have as well. We find there we go my grimoire. I have completed. Oh, not quite. Okay. Supreme Magitech I still need to complete. And then I can do the elixirs and the Hallowsteel Golem. But other than that, I've completed all of fundamentals. All of mana weaving is done, including out to Supreme Mana Weaving and all the things after that. All of alchemy, again, out to Supreme and everything after that. Supreme Alchemy, all done, complete. Rune working's completely done. Sorcery's completely done. Ritual magic has been completed. I just have to finish my Supreme Magitech and craft 100 Magitech items, which, if I look at statistics, Magitech items crafted, I'm at 39. So I need to do a few more things there, and then I will have basically completed all of the tasks within Primal Magic, all of the learning tasks for it. At this point, I really don't need to be doing any more research of any sort. As you can see, I've got 21 theories and 179 observations. That is simply from the these things, the mystical relic fragments, craft into mystical relics, used to gain an arcane theory or keep to trade. I don't know who you trade them with, but man, I've been eating them for arcane theories like crazy. They have a space in my mining bag here dedicated like this because of my, well, my end farm, or Enderman farm. The portal I have here actually takes me down to my workshop area. We'll go down there and check that out here in a little bit. I have got the bees running still. I've got a honey extractor made. So with this, you get 3 honeycombs when you shear the hives, or a honey bottle if you right click it with a honey bottle. With this, you can turn those 3 honeycombs into 1 honey bottle each. So I've been running my honey through there, building it up slowly, using it for various things. Oh, went through the portal. Well, here's the workshop, or the space that I've cleared for my workshop anyway. Go back up there real quick. But yeah, it lets you run it through honey, through all the honey stuff. The honey was used for mana fruit, which is one of, which is then in turn used for ambrosia for primal magic. So it lets you adjust your affinities a bit, as well as being a really kind of decent food source. I suppose we could go back down to the workshop now that I've shown it off a bit. Yes, that is a whole lot of boilers. It is, I believe, 57. Let's see, where are we at? 2081, going down to 2027. So, yeah, 55 boilers. So it's 27 to 2081 inclusive. So, but yes, they are a whole lot of boilers. Each of them, oh, I can't even get down in there. But if you look here, each of them has feeding into them their own individual hose pulley with a pump, and the pumps are all alternately faced so that they will all pull into the boilers. They're all running off of, down here at this end, they're all running off of power feed from the boilers themselves. If I look at this with my goggles on, we can see I've got 105,000 SU available out of 112,000 total capacity. So it uses about 7,000 SU just to keep the boilers running. That's to run the pumps to feed the boilers. The boilers are all sitting on top of campfires, so they're all passive. So 55 times, well, yeah, you saw the numbers there. 112,000 total capacity. I think that's actually more. I think I have more capacity remaining here than I have in total on my on the other server. In fact, but and you might be thinking to yourself, well, where's the infinite water source to keep these all going? Well, I tell you what, I tried doing a 3 wide by full length pool. It was not big enough to be infinite, of course, because that's 55 blocks times 3, so 65 blocks total. If I could get down in there, in fact, right here, you see how there's blocks at the water level down there, but there's no blocks here. It's a 3 wide space here. There's a 3 wide shaft, 3 by 3 shaft behind that goes all the way up. You see water dripping in above? That's because the river out here. Go back up top, and I'll show you right out here in the river. If we come underwater, there's, oh, where was it? I don't even remember now. Somewhere around here. No, this pack is the water. I could bucket out of here and it'll just refill. But the create pumps, I noticed, were not causing proper water updates as they pumped out the water sources. Create pumps still need an infinite water source to a 10,000 blocks or more to consider it an infinite or bottomless water supply. Where did I put that? It's down here somewhere. Oh, over here, light. See the light? Go to the light. Yes? No? Not this way to the light, apparently. Oh, up. Somewhere here. Is that it? That looks like it. No, not it. I really don't remember where I put that now. Somewhere out here I have an entrance to the shaft that comes up from down below. Okay, so one of the other things I did in between everything was I changed up the roof of the house. I went to try to make it this fancy, peaked roof that I usually have, style that I usually do, and because of the width of the base level of the house, because of that width there being, 15, 17 blocks wide, the peak was ridiculously tall. Let me get back down to the workshop and figure out. Bobble there. Oh, I was looking on the wrong side of the river. That would explain why I couldn't find it. Hey, look, right over here. Yes, you can do the Mana and Artifice light spell. Does work underwater. This shaft goes all the way down there. I swim out here, and I pop up here in the middle of everything. And I can't actually get out there. There we go. Although I have just put myself in a bit of a bind because now I don't have a good way out of here. Not without breaking things anyway. But, so all of these pumps now can trace to an infinite bottomless water supply because it goes out and is pumping from the river. Yeah, I'm just gonna have to break things. Break that one. Grab my block back so I can replace it. Come back in here, and up we go. Go, go, go. Quickly before I drown. Up and out. There we go. So, I'm effectively pumping out of the river for my steam engines down there. Haven't got much set up for actually getting anything done down there yet. But I'm trying to figure out what to do and planning it and such. So, this was, my crafting system for setting up for the crushing wheels. Which it occurs to me now, I don't think I actually got the crushing wheels set up anywhere yet. I was going to set those up downstairs. Go put the sharpness rune away. Put you up in there. I've got some other ones here: feather falling, fortune 2, projectile protection. I've been stripping things off of a lot of enchantments off of a lot of different things. So let's see. What else? Yeah, there's another thing I could show off. The Eldrin. I found all the Eldrin well springs, one of each. The kitty noises when I'm drowning, it's because I'm wearing my kitty slippers. Every time I take damage, they meow at me. Kitty slippers, similar to the bunny hoppers. These, however, have the added bonus of making creepers run away from me, which is really fun. And if you're wondering about the ridiculous number of hearts I have, it's partly from this. And then a good portion of it is also from this. 120% to all stats. Yes, the slippers are vocal every time you take damage. Reduces damage that exceeds a quarter of your max health. My max health, unfortunately, is rather large right now, so I might take that off and make something else to go there. I haven't scanned that yet. Let me grab my canometer. Back over here. Go gain some more valuable research data, though it's not really that valuable because I'm not doing any more research. But now I know that this thing has, 15 earth affinity, 15 moon affinity, and 30 blood affinity. If I should ever, be in a position to where I want to just melt it down for those attributes or affinity dusts. So the goggles back up in there too, and the hoe can go back up there. And my practitioner's patch can even go back up there. Well, actually no, there is one more thing I want to show you guys through this. Nope, not that. No, this one. Okay. Let's see, which one was it? No, I think it was this one over here. Is that the right combination? That is the right combination. So, I was doing some trading with the Wandering Wizard at one point, or the Wandering Trader at one point, and got a really interesting map from him. That'll take a minute to load. It was a mushroom. Why did I come back here? What? Why did it immediately send me back here? That's really weird. Should take me over through to there. Oh. Because there's a portal right there that's still active from when I was last out there and came home. Apparently I activated it right on top of where the landing point out there. Great. So let's go through once more and just see if we can just keep running. Run before we get away from that portal. There we go. Okay, so note to self, don't do Ritual of Return too close to one of the Ritual of Homestead destination. So, yeah, Mushroom Village. Took over this. It takes over this entire island out here. It was really cool. I thought it was really cool place. And this house right here, I actually got an achievement for going into the first time. It was called the rarest structure. I don't know if it actually is the rarest structure, but I mean, you know, it's a mushroom house in a giant mushroom house in a mushroom village, so it's got to be pretty dang rare. There's all these purple candles around here, which I thought were really cool. I may collect up at some point. But yeah, it's way out here. As you can tell by my coordinates, it is way out here. 17,000, negative 17,000 on the X, so that's, you know, heading west 17,000 blocks. My map does not show my travel because it, well, like I said, this was all taking place on my laptop, so all the map data is over there. So I am missing large chunks of my map data from all the exploration I did while playing on it, but it's okay. It means I can go out and discover things again still. But yeah, there's a shipwreck over there, half buried in the ground. Then there's the Creeper Tower, half buried shipwreck in the beach here, and the Creeper Tower that can be found out in the world. I say Creeper Tower because it looks kind of like a creeper in the shape, but you know, it's a nice little tower that's got a bed and a chest in it. It's not a loot chest, but you know, when you find them, it's someplace that would be a good place to spend the night and whatnot. Yeah, 17,000 blocks, so 17 kilometers away. Now here, you got to get zoomed out about that far-ish to be able to see over here at World Spawn, which is 19,000 blocks from World Spawn. Direct line. So, and the portal combination for anybody that wants to that's playing on the server or is going to play on the server if you want to come out and visit, the portal combination is 1 green and 7 purple runes. Just like so. Out of the way, please. Number 1 is green, all the rest are purple. Just make sure you bring away to get home. And don't set your home return portal on that. Or up on that area. We're going to do it down here this time. So next time somebody wants to come out, or if I want to come out, yes, it is quite the distance. It was a very, very long broom ride. I got many splinters. Oh wow, I had not realized how badly damaged my broom brush actually is. I'll take that, put it down here in hand, walk over here. No? Oh, I don't have mending on there. Well, I did not have a mending projection rune either, did I? Feather falling sharpness, fortune, projectile protection. Nope. No mending at the moment. No spare mending anywhere. I should really get mending for that. Yeah. Do I have anything here that has mending on it? I don't think I do. No? Okay, so I'm gonna have to find another thing that has mending then. Because, I mean, yes, technically I could do the token, but it's still one of these things where you gotta have a little bit from everywhere. I don't know. Do I have the vines? I do. I do have enough of the vines even. Okay, well, 16 twisting vines. Large XP crystal needs... You know what? We're going to change this guy up over here. Oh wait, he's got... Yeah, he doesn't have any stack size upgrades in him. As you can see, I've been making a lot of enchanting tokens. Mostly because the goblin traders in this pack. Let me see. You have some XP. Nope, wrong way. Other way. That's enough for another top of there, and then you're empty. Right click, fill up to 20. No, 20. Thank you. The crystal here that I'm using, XP crystal that you use for the token enchanting, is a flat level cost. It takes, levels off the top. So I try to be precise as I can when filling it, so that I don't overspend. Stick you in there. Let's see. Need a piece of netherite, stack of apples, half a stack of chorus fruit, and 4 crimson fungus. Stack of apples, half a stack of chorus fruit, and fungus. Do I have any crimson fungus? I have 1 crimson fungus. Ooh. Do I have any nylium for it? I do not. That would be why I only have 1 crimson fungus. Silk touch. Silk touch pick. Excuse me, sir. Over to the nether portal. Yes, I did spend another star to make that crystal. And let's grab that broom back out here. So this is my nether portal landing. This is where I do my ritual of Searing Inferno to get motes of fire at. The brick is dead center, so that's the marker spot for where I throw down the ritual. If we come out and down over here, there we are. Put that down, get up on the broom. Over here you can see I didn't have far to go to find a fire, an Eldrin Wellspring for the fire element. Not far at all. I figured finding one in the nether would be easier than finding one in the overworld, and I was right. It was right there. I came through, I kicked on my unguent to be able to see the things, and looked over and was like, oh, hey, that's nice and close. I don't even have to use any of the other finding bits to go find this thing. What I'm looking for right now, though, would be Crimson Forest, which looks to be up over to the northeast. This way. And yes, I've been in this tower. This one is a demon faction tower here in the Nether. There are spawners there that will spawn demon faction mobs. So nice and easy to get marks of the Nether if you need them. Yes, that is a Nether-themed desert temple. Do not ask me to tell you about the traps in there, because man, it was brutal the first time I found one of those. But here we are. Oh, no, give me my HUD back. Get some nylium. Quartz here too. Kinda been going through a lot of quartz with primal magic. So fortuning up quartz whenever I see it is always a good thing. Something I always try to do here. And of course gold is always welcome as well. Oh look, it's a well, like you find in the desert, but in the Nether. Yay for repurposed structures. That's the mod I'm thinking of. Where is my... Oh, of course I don't have a marker for my exit because that was all on the laptop. There we go. Yes, I died in the nether, died in here in the lava. Hence the pillar of sand to get down to my corpse and then come back up from there. That was a terrible experience. Also, out around in here, if we poke around a little bit, there should be, yes, all the way down here. Come and drop down in here, down through the lava. Yes, once again, and again, this was a, sand and gravel filling down to get down in here below the lava. And this is where I started, digging about looking for netherite. Then I decided at one point to just go ahead and come on down here with a, well, let's see, is it here? There we go. This is my Book of Rote. That's right. Break? Yeah, breaker spell. Radius, max radius, break spell. Which is why everything is this big. No, it's not. Did I not? No, that's right. I was doing this with my hammer. Oh, you want to fight? Because you're undead. You're part of a different faction. You're gonna want to fight too. And these guys really punch. But yeah, no, that's right. I was coming down through here with my hammer, and that God's Crown that I've got, the 120%, from all stats, it includes reach. Plus, I've got plus 2 reach distance from the Spectre's hands. I think maybe that's what was giving me the bonus reach. But yeah, I can actually reach, like, I can reach all the way up there at the ceiling. Anything that's under the ceiling, I could reach it from here, from the ground. Undead faction guys. And a lot of... Oh wow, there's a lot of these guys in here. Zombie hopes and skeletal assassins. Die. Die. Oh, okay, those were all the skeletal assassins. They were pigmen. So, yeah, just coming along and digging through it all. This is where I was getting my most of my ancient debris from. Yeah, got most of my netherite down there. Yes, good question, because I haven't actually looked to see if they do. Extendo grip. Yes, they'd still have the extendo grip. So I could technically get an extra block or 2 blocks of reach, I think it is. It doesn't say. Doesn't say how much reach. It just says greatly increases reach distance. Doesn't say how much. Yes, it is still a thing that can be made. Hey, buddy. Oh man, look at you guys down here killing things for me. Yes, I will take all the goodies. All the drops. So, this was my netherite mine. Yes, reach all the things. Reach them. And then because Searing Inferno requires a bunch of blaze powder, several other things require loads of blaze powder, I found a nether mine shaft Jump off here to the side. Get the broom back out. There's that this way. Back up over here toward the structures I was showing off before. That and the temple. We go past the temple and angle north. And here is a nether, abandoned mine shaft, nether style. And down in here, there was this lovely blaze spawner that I found. So rather than trying to move it around and such, I just used the fact that I've got Everglow bracelets and coming out the wazoo and built out a room, pushed back the lava everywhere, and made myself a nice little blaze farm area. It also came in handy when I needed souls for primal magic. I've got had a wand. Oh no, it's back at home in one of my workstations that needs a constant feed of mana. That's right. I've got a wand that's got a soul drain, I think is actually called, the spell component on it. That gets you soul shards for mobs that are under the effect of it. But, I mean, look at that. I just killed like 7 blazes, got 20 blaze rods. Yay, fortune. I mean, and to the point that I've got yay fortune to the tune of I have fortune or looting 3 on there. If we look at my, no, I guess I don't have anything here that gives me extra looting. But I did. Sometimes deal more damage, increase max health, repair items. No, I guess I don't have any of the stuff, ones that give extra looting or fortune or anything like that yet at the moment. At least not equipped. Get the broom back. Got a couple other tunnels that go off various places. I believe it's this, not that one. This one will take me off toward a nether fortress, which is where I originally was getting blaze from. And it comes out to a tunnel surrounded by the mage lights, and it's a flying course to get off get the rest of the way there. Ups and downs and looking for the tunnels ringed by those lights to continue on properly. So I've got an Ilium. I need to bring that back so I can get some more fungus growing. I should have grabbed more fungus while I was over there, I tell you. I would have been thinking ahead, or thinking about what I was trying to do. But instead we'll come over here, we'll reach into this pot, pull that and that out, put a piece of Nylium in, put the fungus in. What do we got? Efficiency 5, Fortune 3. On all those, it doesn't need that. Doesn't need. I've got another one of these books in here somewhere, I swear I do. Thought I did. Oh, nope, it's right there. Doesn't need the beehive in, because it's not trying to get fruit from it. If I wanted the... Oh, I guess there's nothing really that I need, like any of the Silk Touch or other upgrades for. So, yeah, Fortune 12, Efficiency 20. Hey, Whisper, how's it going? Playing some Mystical Misadventures today, a magic pack. Just kind of tooling around a little bit. Crimson Nylium, go there. Roots, apparently don't have a place for them yet. Yeah. Crimson roots, honestly, can just compost. Yes, they can. I don't really use them for anything. Beehive. Go back over here and go into that item frame. Make sure that everything's going through down here just fine still. Oh, no, it's not. Sundust is backed up. Yep, Sundust needs... Yeah, Sundust needs another upgrade. And some emeralds. You, please. Thank you. Go. That should get everything piping through again. Yeah, it was starting to back up everything in here again, too. Shards, not dust. Okay. But, the coral pot here is sitting right on top of a controller slave, which the line of hoppers then points down into, so anything gets backed up here and it just backs up this entire line. It's kind of ridiculous. Also, if I try doing too many things like running things through that, like especially the coral, because coral has so many aspects, it's outputting, what, 5 items per piece of coral, a sea shard for the sea essence, 3 sun dust, and an earth dust. So if I've got that running and I've got this thing here running converting dusts, then this entire system tends to get jammed up and because it's just too many things coming through. This one, that's got no spell on it, but that's another one of my ones that I put in here. This is the essence transmuter. Allows you to transmute essence items, 8 of any one essence item into 1 of any other essence item of the same tier. So if I wanted to, I could, you know, find a way of auto-compacting earth dusts up all the way to crystals and run them through that, and 8 crystals of earth crystals would make 1 of any other crystal cluster or crystal. Over here is my other one that's taking that. Oh, there's my soul draining. Yes, soul draining hand. It's a touch drain soul, which is what gets me the soul shards I needed for some of the things in primal magic. But the dissolution chamber, if we look at recipes, will give you ore tripling. So you can actually throw your raw ores in here and get 3 dusts out of it, which then cook into an ingot each. It's absolutely ridiculous for wool farming, getting wool and string, because 1 piece of wool becomes 9 string, which is, basically doubling your wool plus an extra piece for every 4th piece of wool run through it to make another one. Does really good with the bones for bone meal. You can break quartz down for that. You can double your stones back into cobblestone, double your cobblestone into gravel, double gravel into sand. I mean, this thing is a bit silly, but it is rather nice to have. So I've been running my raw ores through here for the most part, and then they just come down through and get auto cooked. The Arcane Forge or Rune Forge does not double dusts. It just doesn't, because dusts are something you can often in other mods get from cooking and breaking down the ingots. So they don't want you to be able to, take your 1 ingot and freely turn it into 2. But I'll go make more sandwiches. The rest of the cooked eggs up in there. These guys can just sit up in here for now. So that's pretty much, I mean, I've got extra nether stars too, Dark, so, using a nether star to craft this crystal was not super terrible. Although I did just realize in my haste to put things away, I put everything away that I needed for that recipe. You and you go in there. Half a stack of chorus fruit. Goes in there, and then I just need more of those crimson fungus to come through. Which everything out of that should have a place in the drawer system. Oh, we're still trying to pump all that out. See? Things jamming up. Is that just not... Nope. Running coral through there is enough to keep it all jammed up. Alright, good to know. Coral is going to be done fairly soon, though. Got the 4 fungus I need for that. There we go. Aha, yay, vending token. Now that was going to be for my broom. Brush for it. Pop that on there. Unbreaking 3 vending. Now I can put it in hand and stand over here close to this backpack and get it repaired. Aha! Then put it back on there. And that is the enhanced broom brush, which helps it move faster and has greater durability than the regular broom brush. And the mahogany broom is fireproof. Yep, quick speeds, and the item is fire resistant. So, but it also has, I gave it the satchel, so it's got its own storage capacity. I don't remember what the rings are for. That's right. Gold rings broom attachment. Broom chain. Combined with another item in a crafting grid to attach consumes item. Not sure what the broom chain is for, unless that automatically just pops it back to your inventory or something. But, I mean... I don't know. Really don't know what that actual purpose and function of that item is. Yeah, and yes, the drawers there are all connected up via a line of trim right there, all the way across the room, and over to here. That's how the drawer controller slave there is taking all the input from all this stuff. That you really need to hurry up, Calcinator. You blocking up all my crimson stuff. Crimson logs need a place. Netherwort blocks need a place. How's that drawer look anyway? It's unaugmented. I should... Yeah, netherwort blocks and crimson logs. I'll go ahead and void on those. Do I have any voids in here? I do, actually. There. Just do that. So, I've got, lots of organization done here in the drawer system. Got a bunch of the different silent gear metals made up. I've got all of my primal magic metals in drawer space. Even got some Neptunium that I've been building up from the smelter bags. Let's see, what else? Yeah, just progress. Oh yes, recently for the pack I added affinities to the items from artifacts. So that, the excessive amounts of these things that you find out in the world, things like, especially the whoopee cushions, oh my gosh. The amount of whoopee cushions we had at spawn in the free swap chests was from just 2 of us playing on here was a little ridiculous. But now they can be broken down in the calcinator for primal magic essences. As can all of the ones from nameless trinkets. They get them automatically for the most part because they are all actually craftable. Some of them require, netherite, or netherite scrap to make for their dust, but I mean, glowing dust isn't terrible, except that it takes 4 of the dubious dust to make it, so that ultimate dust takes 16 of this recipe. So, I'd say they're not terrible, but it's the quantity that really gets you on those. And I trimmed down my collection of trinkets and curios so that I've got one of each that I've everything that I've found, even if those one of eaches are on my person. I should go get that recharged so it's not down too much. So down there is my mana crystal. Throw it on the pedestal to charge it. Um, so yeah, I've been having a good time on here when I wasn't able to stream. Got a lot done, even between all the bouts of, you know, trying to get on and not being able to get on, or being able to get on for 5 minutes or so, and then having to reconnect because I'd get timed out, or laptop was really just not super capable, unfortunately. I do have a spell here that I still need to get made. Um, I think I actually wrote the spell out on the scroll during one of my few previous live streams, and I still haven't been able to craft it and make the actual spell because of the stinking totem of undying here. I haven't been able to find any evokers to get a totem of undying from. So, I mean, yeah, there's no recipe for it. I haven't cheekily snuck a recipe in for it at all. I've been tempted, but I haven't done it. Um, oh yeah, there's the Mushroom Village map too. So that's the map I followed to go out that 19,000 blocks from spawn, and then the end city map that I found out in the end. Uh, try might have found, yeah, I got that out of a sunken ship out in the end. So then just been kind of hanging out really. The village has, well, as you can tell, mostly decided to come work in my house because, well, barrels are work blocks for fishermen. So I've got tons of fishermen that hang out in here. I've got, a cleric because I've got my brewing stand. I've got all these blocks that are work blocks for villagers stuck around here for as boosters for my research table. Or rather not boosters, but if you well, click through a couple of projects here, it will occasionally come up with things where it's asking for, oh, there we go, a cartography table. It doesn't consume it. You just need to have it in your inventory or placed in world around it. So all of these blocks in here, with the exception of the stone chest, but the lecterns, all the vanilla blocks, the cauldron, all the workstations for primal magic itself can come up in that as one of those items in the list. Um, but they're all, a lot of them also are workstations for the villagers, as are the rune forges, the inscription table, the mana weaving altars, the rune scribing table, the actual runic anvil I think is a workstation, villager workstation. So yes, and the freeloaders are these guys in here that keep trying to jump in my bed for me. They're the guys that I keep having to kick out of my own bed so I can sleep off the night when I need to. I've gotten 3 of the supporter relics so far. I need to come up with more support ideas for supporter relics too. If anybody that's a community supporter that doesn't have a relic that I've made for them yet, if you have an idea, I will accept idea submissions. May tweak and change things for the final end product, but I will take idea submissions. Um, I did talk earlier about the roof line being adjusted. This is what I've got up here now. I've got the ritual set up for the ritual of arcane, or mote of magic, the arcane one, because that takes having bookshelves set up along the edges of it. I set up a permanent space for it using the metal ritual runes. Also have my ritual of arcana set up here for making my actual spells. Also got my Eldrin altar set up, worked in up here. Only thing I've made for it so far has been a greater moat for, think it was for the, no, well, it wasn't for the Ember Glow bracelet, was it? No, it was was for something. What did I... Oh, the Brimstone Charm. Yes, needed a greater moat for the Brimstone Charm for the forge downstairs. So I set all this up just to get that, which is why I just have a conduit, fire conduit up here. And man, Mythian, just wow. Wow, dude. That's all I gotta say. Just, I love the visuals on this mod. Also have my own personal Rituals of the Gate set up here to take me back to spawn and take me to the end portal. So, you know, nice easy access. I don't have to go through spawn to get to the end anymore. I just come upstairs here. These golems that are up here spawned from all these guys. I don't know why they spawned up here, but they spawned upstairs. They didn't spawn down here and wander up. It's not tall enough for them to wander up. They spawned up in the upper floor here. So, I mean, yay, I have villager golems in my house. I should give them name tags at some point. There's also all the villager golems that hang out around the village itself, which is where my Roding of Beam comes in, or the option of my Roding Beam, because I have a healing beam spell. I keep running around the village, healing the golems. This has been what I've been doing to rote my healing spell. I think it was Bind Wounds was the actual spell component, and then my beam shape has all been done by healing the village golems, which is getting really close to being rote. I know. You're good. You're good. How about you? You're at full health. You're at full health. Also, speaking of nearby Eldrin Wellsprings, found an air wellspring right here in the middle of my village. Had to take out a farm plot that was here, but I just moved it over. They seem happy with the new location of it. But yeah, it was, you know, nice to find that right close by. You're good still. How about you, mister? The problem with trying to heal these guys is often you'll open their inventory instead, so you gotta kind of step back a little bit. You want to try to heal a villager. Oh, I just heard a bling. Oh, did I just level up? I think I did. Yep, and there's rote. Yay, beams finally rote. But you can see this is my grimoire, my faction-based grimoire, so it looks really cool. It's you know, got that whole Necronomicon from Army of Darkness theme going to it. You know, big toothy mouth on the front and teeth all around the edges of the book as you open it. But yeah, I made quite a few spells. Most of them, I think, are, well, self and divination are not rote yet. Light and projectile are. Exchange is. I don't remember what most of the actual components were, but I've got combat spells up top, utility spells down below. Oh yes, a transmutation wave spell, which was really nice for making arcane stone and arcane sandstone when I need it. Because I literally just go like this. I throw down, usually over here. Nice little blob of such. And point and cast, and it transmutes everything just right along. I no longer have to use the cantrip for it. I can just do it and then dig it all back out. Something I hadn't done yet, or hadn't tried out yet even. Yes, that book should double as a melee weapon. Unfortunately, it is only just for looks. If we look up Grimoire, Each of the factions has their own specific grimoire. There's the base default grimoire. There's Tome of the Seven, which is a council faction one, which looks really kind of cool. The Tome of Shifting Seasons, which is the Fae Court or the fairy one, looks like it's got flowers all over it. The council faction's got crystals. The undead one is bound in bone. Uh, they've each got their own special look, special looking grimoire. For some reason, it's not showing me any of the recipes for them. Oh, that may have been a mana weave. Sneak. No. No. That button. There we go. Yes, summon grimoire and summon faction grimoire. And then we've got once you get up higher, you get tier 3, tier 4, and tier 5. You can put spell scrolls in here to be able to cast the spells as cantrips, which is really cool, I thought. But yeah, there's all kinds of nifty little things in here. Drought clears out water. Dispel gets rid of magical effects on you. Things like that. And yes, that is the same improvised Mana Weavers one that I've had since the beginning of the map, because I got this Reforger earlier on, and then I actually went and put Unbreaking on it as well. So less often it loses durability, and the Reforger repairs it really quick because it's so low. It's such a low durability item. But yeah, something else I hadn't gotten around to trying yet that I want to try. Take some of these guys. Make some crystal blocks. Excuse me. Come on, guys. Out of my way. Still have it on that. Yes, Chimerate. That was another thing I added in the latest update for the Misadventures pack, was the ability to change the Silent Gems crystals, gems, into Chimerate. And it's based entirely on the gem's rarity, which the rarity was determined, when you give registering an item and you give it a rarity, that decides what color the name comes out as. White being common, light blue, no, white is common, yellow was rare, or was uncommon, light blue is rare, and purple, this is purplish or magenta, is epic level. So, Black Diamond, if we look here, uses, find the block of Black Diamond, look at uses on that for transmutation. It doesn't list, It says Chimerite Gem requires tier 1, but doesn't list how much it actually gives. That's weird. No, usage for transmutation. Yeah, so you can see that all the gems are in here. It just doesn't show what it drops for some reason. How about yeah, okay. Copper also doesn't show the transmuted silver that it drops either. So I guess that's normal when it's dropping items. Yeah, see? Changes it into transmuted silver ingots. But I thought... Yeah, there are transmuted silver blocks. Okay, you just form it from the ingots. You didn't actually change the way the transmutation actually works. Okay, good. But yeah, there's transmuted silver blocks now. that look really cool and can be stone cut into slabs or stairs. I have a lot of copper still to process. I was waiting on holding off on processing most of this until I can get my crushing wheels set up, so that I can do the crushing and get the crushed ores and then wash them. Because was it zinc gives gunpowder, gold gives quartz, copper gives clay, and iron gives extra redstone when washed. When you're washing the crushed stuff, and I'm kind of low on redstone. Okay on decently okay on quartz, not as great as I'd like to be. And gunpowder I am constantly running out of because of making firewood stars. Yeah. So I think at this point, let's see here. How far? We're almost an hour and a half in. I've been talking up over everything that I've done previously here. Did I run out of? No, I didn't run out of space for those. I just apparently missed picking some up before. But yeah, I think it's time to look into actually starting to get the workshop set up a bit, maybe. Figuring out what I want to do for constructs, because I want to have some worker constructs down there. I also want to get some adventuring constructs set up, maybe. Because the constructs can go mining for you, they can go adventuring for you, and it's kind of a, like with the mining and the mining and adventuring specifically, they don't actually take anything from in-world. It's just kind of a phantom generation of things that it does. Like the mining construct, he'll zoop off, be gone for a while, and then come back and dump a bunch of stuff into the chest for you, whatever chest he's set up to use. Same with the adventuring guy. They don't actually loot any structures in world or mine any blocks in world at all. They just go off to do their thing and come back. Man, that portal. You may get moved. Keep running into it by accident. There we go. Get those out. It's honey bottles and beeswax. Which, if I look here, we've got ritual candles from Primal Magic that we can make with this. And then I made it so that you make the warding candle from Mana and Artifice with the beeswax rather than with the honeycombs. There was something else. Another candle from Primal Magic. Or from Mana and Artifice even. Cultism uses its own tallow to make its candles. That's right, I forgot I was gonna make the vanilla candles use the beeswax as well. Rather than the full honeycombs. I'd forgotten I was gonna do that. Let me note that over on Discord on my to-do list real quick for next update. There we go. Alright. That's right, I was going to do that. But, yeah, the Mana and Artifice candles use it, and then the Mana and Artifice candles are used in making the Mega Torches. Because our Mega Torches basically are a larger radius version of the warding candles. So I've made that the recipe. Uses brass casings as well, which I don't have any recipe customization for create in here. It's all the defaults. I did not do any funky integration or anything like that with it. I wanted to keep create for this pack as close to the basics as possible. So what it showed there for making the brass casings, it says deploy. You can do it with deploying. You don't have to use deployers though. Manual item application, which literally means you take your brass ingot and a stripped log Maybe any kind of log, stripped log. And grab the axe, strip the log, right-click it with the brass ingot, and you get brass casing. That's their new mechanic for making their casings now. That goes for all of the create casings. That's how you do it. You slap a stripped log with the ingot, needed ingot, stripped log or stripped wood, but it has to be stripped. It can't have the bark on. So yeah, I've been actually using the stripped stuff to get. Was using the stripped stuff at one point to get a bunch of bark by stripping it on the cutting board and getting bark to make the farmland. Yeah, that stuff. Organic compost. This recipe. Wow, I can words today. I swear. But yeah, getting that for rich soil. I was going to set up a kelp farm down in the workshop, like I have on the engineers server, but then they changed the way that particular power system works, so I no longer needed the kelp farm. So I've just got it kind of sitting up there now with a bunch of rich soil. I'm not sure what I'm going to do with it, short of actual farms and such set up for it. But yeah, this is just a shaft line coming off the end of the shaft here, so I can get rotational power there. I can get rotational power over here, either coming off the side of, well, most likely just coming off the side of the stressometer there. But yeah, it's a lot of space down here. I want to figure out, like I was saying, getting things set up for actually, doing things with all that create power. Got my toolboxes here. But that's not a toolbox. That's right, that's fluid handling. There's my machinery. 60 mechanical crafters to go with the ones I've got outside to make that 9x9 grid when I need it. Some deployers and my crushing wheels. And then this one is kinetic drives stuff and casings. So what I really would like at this point is a couple of rotational speed controllers. These guys. Oh, that's right. I need precision mechanisms for it. Do I have any more? I know I made some at one point. I don't know. Don't remember what I might have done with them though. What else do you use these for? Train controls, mechanical arms, those. No, really, that's it. So I didn't make them here. Okay, I must be remembering making them on the engineers server then. Okay, let me remember. Cog nugget. 5 times through onto a gold sheet. I have gold sheets over here. I have copper sheets, no gold. Oh, I'm gonna do up a stack of golden sheets then. Oh, there we go. Split it amongst those. I had a deployer there too somewhere. Probably just was swapping the deployer out. I do have some in here. And it was small, larger than. But for now, let's plan for. Well, except I need 5 of each per item that I want to do. We'll plan on doing 6 of the precision mechanisms for now. Grab those off of there, throw the ingots over there. Pull you off. Oh, come on. it's just going to be a swapping just like that. Continue on. Do this manually until I get my precision mechanism. Or whatever else it might decide to give me on any given run. Because this is one of the recipes that it can fail and not make a precision mechanism, but make something else. Which is an interesting concept. It's kind of cool. Oh, look, there's my precision mechanism. Yay! So, if we look at the recipe here, 80% chance of getting a precision mechanism, 20% chance of random salvage. Yeah, random salvage is interesting. Seems a little expensive for the casings. Not really. I mean, maybe kind of. Might have kind of stepped up the cost of the casings a little bit. What was it before? It was a log, 6 planks, and 2 sheets before, or 2 andesite alloy, and that would get you 4 casings before. So it was 2.5 logs worth of wood, or 10 planks worth, so 2.5 planks per casing, and half of an ingot worth per casing. So, yeah, it's a little more expensive now, but it's a lot easier, easier of a thing to do. I don't know. It's the like I said, that's the native recipes now. That's what they set it for. So, uh-oh, no. Oh, no, don't want to do that. Just one item in at a time. Because the items that are partly progressed don't stack. Stand back a little bit so I can see it as we go here. Oh, dang it. I mean, technically it is double the total material cost per casing, but what wasn't super terrible to begin with, and not really super terrible now. Let's put this one back on first. Continue on from the point of large cog. And, you want to talk expensive casings? Look at the early game casing recipes for engineers. Those are expensive casings. Wow, I actually got 3 precision mechanisms reliably. Create Team does like their unique crafting systems. They do seem to like to be different than most other mods out there. So, and you know, crafting and oh boy, what step am I actually supposed to be on here? You know, having it, you slap items onto a blocking world to craft the machine frame for the mod, or was essentially the machine frames for the mod, or you know, main crafting blocks. It is definitely a unique mechanic. Let's just do that for now. The gold sheets. Eventually going to use them. We'll put them there. Alright, give me those. And I just need casings to go with it. Let's go ahead and get some more oak. Axe, put those in the offhand. Could use more brass made. Do I have zinc made? No, I don't. Of course I don't, because I've been waiting to process all my zinc. Okay, maybe I'll just go 16 of these guys then. Or even less. Because I don't want to use up all my brass, I don't think. That on top. Excellent. Not what I meant to put in there. Those guys back in there. These guys should go in that box. Go down to the workshop. Let's say... Let's see. So, you may have noticed this piece of what looks like endstone in the wall over here. You look at one probe up there. It's not actually endstone. It's a piece of frame trim. Yes, that reaches all the way up to the drawer system. Anything I can hook up to that down here will also access the drawer system up there. So I'm thinking one of the things I'm going to want to do here, I've got drawers, I've got trim. Don't have any other framed controller slaves, do I? Drawer controller slave, just standard recipe again, because, you know, not doing a whole lot of customization of recipes, not wanting to make things super challenging or anything. I don't think I have any drawers in the drawers over there. Nothing in there either for drawers. So, we got there for chests. 3. Okay. Grab a stack of jungle wood and make some chests. Grab... stacks of spruce wood. I guess I just needed a stack of spruce wood now that I think about it. Get that away. That was what? Comparators. I know I've got a space for comparators. I've got 3. Not a whole lot. Yes, I'm making a stack of comparators. I will be. Oh, get out of my way! That's what you get, man. Silly guys. Don't want you in my house anyway. If I didn't want them in my house, so I wouldn't have built in a village that happens to be across the river from another village. Drawers, repairs, half a stack of gold ingots. Several stacks of stone. Just so I can make a whole bunch of those guys. Then take them and wrap them in sticks to make them framed. That way I can make them look like whatever I want. Yeah, I used to. I don't know why I didn't when I built this house. I really don't. Not entirely sure why I didn't. I should have, but at this point, it would be keeping them from their work blocks. And, you know, there's some of these guys that I've actually been trading with, so... Not you, obviously. Come on, there's that guy, it's probably just the guy I just punched. This guy, I've been trading with him. You know, I've been trading with some of these fishermen mostly. Let's see. Yes. Yes, you're definitely the guy I just punched. He wants more now. He wants 3 emeralds and 6 cod for and 12 coal for an emerald. So I got these. I've got plenty of framed trim. I need brass. Oh yeah, so yeah, right now already gonna need brass and some cooked kelp. Axe away. Dried kelp. Do I have dried kelp? Do I have any kelp? I should have kelp. Got it all over the place in the sea out there. I swore I had some dried already too. But I put it in a compacting drawer. I did! Haha! Dried kelp. I need 1 piece of that. And I think I need a tube as well. Oh! Well, that's a much cheaper recipe than it used to be. It used to be 2 brass to either side of the electron tube with the dried kelp directly below the electron tube to make the 2 funnels. But now it's a brass ingot cheaper. Cool. I'll take it. In fact, I'll take a second piece of kelp and 2 electron tubes. Like that. How does this funnel look? Oh, that's even cheaper too. That used to be 2 andesite alloy and 2 kelp for 2 funnels. Alright, so that'll get me... You know what would be even better, I think, now that I think about it a little bit more. It's going to take me brass sheets. And that's for 1 smart chute. Okay, well I only need the 1 smart chute. The other chute can just, bottom collector can just be a chute again. Or it can be the brass funnel because I'll just drop the, yeah, I'll make this specifically go for my crushed ores. I need a brass sheet. Nuggets back. A brass sheet. A chute. The chutes are... Wow. Man, they really cut costs on a lot of their recipes. So they increased the cost of the frame, the casings, but they seem to have decreased the costs on a lot of other stuff, it looks like. Because the chutes used to be iron plates and iron ingots, or andesite ingots even. another one of those electron tubes, don't I? And a filter. Yeah, it's going to be just a regular filter I'm going to make for this. Wool. Don't need the attribute filter because I don't want to take all of the raw ore. I just want specific raw ores coming through this process. Filter will be allow list, ignore data, because it's all just those items. Okay, so that'll be that. What I'm going to do here is I'm going to have a smart chute feeding into the crushing wheels from above. It's going to be pulling from a controller slave, so it'll pull any raw zinc, gold, copper, or iron raw blocks out of my system here, leaving the remaindery bits of, less than a block worth of raw ores here in the storage. But it'll pull those out. It'll push them down into the crushing wheels. The crushing wheels, I'm going to have them drop the items out directly below, and I need another filter. So that I can say, well, I'm going to need to get a crushed of each type so that I can filter them on a deny list so that it will allow anything but the crushed ores in through the brass funnel back into another controller slave back into the system. Because that'll wash it for, like I said, the nuggets, and then that'll get me gunpowder, quartz, clay, and redstone, which I've got clay here, gunpowder there, quartz and redstone are over here, so that'll take care of the secondary outputs. I will then need a drawer set up though for the XP nuggets that it's going to drop from the crushing process as well, so that those can get scooped up back in there. I think I come over this way, that's further away. Gosh, I gotta remember what the coordinates are so that I know how far over east-west I can go here. 652 is where the controller's at. East-west. Come on, you out of my face. So I can go as far as... Ooh, I can only take it over as far as 602, which is this line here. The furthest, or... Yeah, 601 to 603, somewhere in this area here, is the furthest over I could do anything with drawers. So I'm going to have to bring the power line over this way. Let's see, let's go ahead and... There's the trim line. Let's get... What do we got? We got 31k cobble. Yeah, we can... I don't have a resupply. Also don't have the ability to go prone in this pack, which I'm kind of thinking is maybe a bit of an oversight. Would be nice. It is a very nice little mod. Let's go tick over the to-do list real quick. And go prone. Hello, lapis. That's about where I want to be there. Hey, look at that. Actually went right back the right distance there. Down, then to that slide. Say we'll pop it out about, actually, pop it out about there. Have slave there, funnel, crushing wheels at that height. I think will work. And yes, I'm literally planning on just running the line right along the edge of the room here. It's indented into the wall instead of outside, out from the wall like I did on the engineer's server, but same basic idea. Have a line running along the room that I can tap into from just about anywhere I want. So that one back to about there. We need that opened. I get you, one of you, a couple of you. Only have the one gearbox at the moment. Only have 3 casings left at the moment for that matter, and I have no crafting table down here. Okay. Gonna have to get that resolved, I guess. Large cogwheel. You I'm going to want at max speed. You will be a regular gearbox. Should have double checked the rotational direction first. Yeah, no, I want that going max speed the other way. Because now it's spinning clockwise, which means the front of that gearbox will be spinning counterclockwise. So when I put it here and put the other gearbox on, it'll be spinning clockwise toward the center for my my crushing wheels to work properly there. For now, I'm just going to do the one gearbox that I need. There. Back over here, put everything back in the boxes they need to be in. Grab, nope, get back here, you. Crushing wheels, there we are. Framed trim. We're going to go right in there. Go. Okay. That's hooked up there. I'm going to also want it hooked up. Basically can have it right in there. You I'm going to use for skinning the block is the next question. let's see. Let's go purple terracotta for these guys. Just because. You there. You... Oh, that's... No. Don't have to worry about getting crushed then. Not quite in the right position either. Dang it. Okay. It's got to come out one more. To there. Smart shoot. Wow. Allow list there. That picked up lots of things that I didn't want it picking up, but are pulled out. Did it pull out all of my... Oh, I bet it did. It all went in here, didn't it? Yep. Okay. That's fine. Brushing wheel. Brass funnel is going to be there with the other filter for crushed items. Because I want to rush back up here, or dash back up here real quick. You, and you in there. By the time I get back down there, they'll be all nicely crushed for me. See? And there's the experience nuggets that I was talking about. So we want to disallow the crushed ores going in there. Then I need a water source, a fan, which I don't think I had any fans in this stuff, did I? Nope. Trying to figure out where my funnels and chutes would fit in. I guess that'd be item transport, which would be more this box than anything. Press can go back in there. Double check. Trapdoor trick. Oh yeah, for going prone. Yes, I could have done that. Didn't think about it at the time, but totally could have done that one too. Those back. Alright, let's go get a water bucket. And my fan. Oopsie. Oh hey look. Convenient water source. Semi-convenient. That, go back down. I think we'll just do slab. We need at least one more slab, which I don't have on me, of course. But I conveniently have loads of them up there. Slab. And spin you round. Gonna need... need things I don't have. That's what I'm gonna need. Chain drives. I think would probably be best option for that. Wow, that's buttons. Okay, I need to go up and get some more andesite casings apparently. Fill up in there. Grab that axe back out. And yeah, I'm just going to strip up an entire stack of logs here. repaired. And put you back. So, you may have noticed the nice purple efficiency enchant there that's overcranked, efficiency 4. And the fact that, this guy's got efficiency 4 and efficiency 6 and fortune 4. Yes, efficiency 6, not 4. The hammer's got efficiency 6 and unbreaking 4. Unbreaking 4, efficiency 6. That's the result of trading with the goblin traders. They often come up, and every time they come up, they've got some kind of a trade that involves a diamond tool and a max level enchanting book, vanilla max level enchanting book that they want from you, and in return they'll give you that diamond tool back with the max level +1 enchantment. Put water, oh, not there. There, not in the slab. That way, everything that comes through will get not only be getting washed, will get shoved back into the fan there as well, or into the filter. And then I needed, I still needed casings. Let's say 10 more casings. Nuggets. Do like though that the chain drive recipe is now completable in your inventory 2x2 grid. That's kind of nice. There, these guys down here, and oh, that's blowing the wrong way. So, oopsie. Give the crushing wheel back up there. Pull off with this wheel instead. I should be blowing it, right? Yes, now I can see the particles moving the direction I want them to. So, nuggets of experience. Oh yes, I still need a drawer for those. I'll keep one on me, toss the rest out into there. Or not. There we go, they're getting shoved that way. The crushed iron, zinc, copper, and gold ore will go sent that way. As they get washed, we can see the crushed bits have disappeared. Processing by particle, airport aesthetic. Didn't pop anything in chat for those. Do need to go back up and put these guys in somewhere up here. What the heck, let's put them in there. And there we go, automatically popped up and in. So now, throw all of that back in there that came out. Grab the mining bag. It has all this raw ore in it, among other things. Other things that need to go back into storage anyway. Marble, diamond stuff. Toss all that in. Redstone, lapis, flint, vintium. Nuggets. Well, that can go in. Yes, the vintium comes over this way though. It just gets cooked for double. And now if we go downstairs real quick, should be able to catch it processing. Yep. Goodness. Why does it feel like this drawer is... Because it is. This drawer is already full of XP nuggets. Holy monkeys. Okay. We'll get 2 of you. 4 emeralds and a bunch of sticks. Because I have a feeling that is going to be ridiculous numbers of those things. Yeah, look at that. Already 3,493 experience nuggets. 54 stacks of experience nuggets that were just chilling down there waiting to be processed. Iron's up, copper's up, zinc is going up. Or should be. There we go. There's zinc going up. Wow. Yeah, just a few nuggets of XP. Did you see the jump in my zinc? It went from 2 blocks to 59 blocks. Wow. Okay, so super efficient ore processing, super quick. Do I have any raw ore? Nope, no raw ore blocks left in the system. Did leave the fiddly bits of raw ore, which I am fine with. But it's not as efficient as, productive as the ore tripling that you get from, doing the dissolution chamber. But I did want all the, oh goodness, all the extra stuff. Remember, I only had 55 redstone blocks in here before. I don't remember how many quartz blocks or clay or anything I had. Gunpowder I know is 100 and something, but I've got 255 of that now. There's 117 before. Yeah, that was rather effective. So zinc, I can now actually get some more brass made. Well, only one stack of it go here. One stack of each of it go. Those in there, those in there. Yep, they in. They went in. I have coal blocks, but I don't really want to spend a coal block. I think one coal would process. Heat for the processing of 16 processes, I think it is. To see how much is done by the time he cools off. I don't remember. I think it's double the normal number of processes, because I seem to recall from the other server, the charcoal bit, the mini charcoal, which would normally only provide one process in a furnace and such, was providing 2 processes worth in the blaze burner for mixing and such like this. But like I said, I have to wait to see once he cools a little bit here, because I honestly don't know how much I get. Oh, what? Oh wow! Okay, so it processed half a stack of inputs on one piece of coal. Wonder if that's because of the speed I've got the mixer running at. It's not super fast, I thought, but I guess it's fast enough. There's brass. All I really need is 2 more pieces of charcoal here. Yeah, just a few nuggets of XP is definitely well worth it. I mean, got mending on all my armor. That's right, I've got Unbreaking 4 on my boots. because they've got the bounce trait as well as feather falling. So I think I could probably fall the entire world height and not take any damage. Okay, that's cool. Enjoy your food. Oh, dang it. Get my carefully half stacks of ingots tossed in there and then miss trying to click the blaze burner and pull them right back out. Myself several stacks of brass here because brass is good. So get myself a couple of stacks of andesite alloy when I get to that point. Don't worry about that just yet though. Get this brass made. You sir. Working off my barrel there. Maybe I should start considering replacing some of these barrel storages with other things. Just to not have so many fishermen around. Sticks can go back up in there too. Yep, making more andesite alloy coming as well. I'm gonna go ahead and use what I've got to make more casings.